The Guwahati air was thick with the scent of marigolds and river water. Anjali, a dreamer with eyes as deep as the Brahmaputra, sat sketching. She captured the vibrant life of the riverbank. Children laughing, fishermen casting nets, flower sellers arranging their wares. Little did she know her life was about to change, brushed by a touch of magic. Across the bustling market, Rohan searched for the perfect gift. His grandmother, a woman full of ancient stories and knowing smiles, had fallen ill. He hoped a hand-woven silk scarf from the famed weavers of Swalkuchi would lift her spirits. As he navigated the crowded stalls, his gaze locked with Anjali's. Time seemed to stop. Drawn by an invisible force, Rohan found himself standing before Anjali. He stammered, his carefully prepared words forgotten. Anjali, usually shy, surprised herself by speaking first. "Your grandmother loves silk, right?" she asked, her voice as sweet as Mishti Doi. Rohan stared, stunned. How could she possibly know? Anjali gestured towards a small, unassuming stall behind her, its walls draped with shimmering silks. "My aunt weaves magic with her loom," she explained, a playful twinkle in her eye. "Come, let's find your grandmother the perfect gift." The following days were a whirlwind of shared laughter and whispered secrets. Rohan, captivated by Anjali's warmth and her quiet connection to the river, found himself returning to her aunt's stall day after day. The silk scarves were exquisite, each one imbued with an inexplicable energy that soothed his grandmother. One evening, strolling along the riverbank, Rohan confided in Anjali about his grandmother's stories. Tales of the Brahmaputra, a river older than time, whispered to have a spirit of its own, a spirit that blessed those it favored with love and fortune. Anjali listened, her eyes reflecting the moonlight dancing on the water. "My grandmother tells these stories too," she admitted, her voice barely audible above the gentle lapping of the waves. "She says the river has a heart. It can feel emotions as deeply as we do." A sudden breeze rustled the leaves of a nearby banyan tree, and Anjali shivered, though the air was warm. Rohan, captivated by her air of mystery, found himself drawing closer. He wanted to believe in the magic she spoke of. He wanted to believe that the river had brought them together, two souls destined to meet. As he looked into her eyes, he knew he was falling in love. Time seemed to flow differently when Rohan was with Anjali. They explored hidden temples, shared plates of spicy momos, and watched the sun rise over the river, painting the sky in 1,000 shades of pink and orange. With each passing day, their bond grew stronger, nurtured by shared dreams and a love for their city. Rohan, inspired by Anjali's passion for art, began to see the world through her eyes, finding beauty in the everyday. Anjali, encouraged by Rohan's quiet strength, found her own voice growing stronger. One day, while visiting his grandmother, Rohan noticed her health had significantly improved. Her eyes, once clouded with pain, now sparkled with life. "The scarf," she whispered, clutching the silk close to her heart. "It sings to me, Rohan. It sings of love and hope." Rohan thought of Anjali and the way her eyes lit up when she spoke of the river's magic. Could it be that the love woven into the fabric by Anjali's aunt, fueled by the spirit of the Brahmaputra, was healing his grandmother? The thought sent a shiver down his spine. Weeks later, Rohan took Anjali to a special place, a secluded clearing on Peacock Island, nestled in the heart of the Brahmaputra. The air hummed with unseen energy, and the scent of jasmine hung heavy in the air. Holding her hand, Rohan poured out his heart. He spoke of their first meeting, the magic they had experienced, and the love that blossomed under the watchful gaze of the river. As his words faded into the stillness of the evening, Anjali's eyes welled up. "Rohan," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion, "the river brought us together. It whispered your name to me long before we met." Reaching into her bag, she pulled out a silk scarf as blue as the summer sky, woven with silver threads that shimmered like moonlight on water. "My aunt wove this for you," she said, her voice filled with love. "It carries the blessings of the river and the promise of a love that will last a lifetime." As Rohan took the scarf, he felt a warmth spread through him, a feeling of peace and belonging. Looking into Anjali's eyes, he knew their love story, touched by the magic of the Brahmaputra, was only just beginning. They sealed their love with a kiss, the river bearing witness to their happily ever after.